Do you think that this is the season that teams fully give up on the regular season? Where like load management, they're like, listen, we don't care about any penalties. We want to win. We want to win a championship. So if you're the Sixers with Embiid, if you're the Lakers with LeBron, do you just look at the regular season and say, hey, let's just stay healthy? Let's just not push ourselves, and let's try and make a run to a finals, because we know LeBron is, there's only a few years left for him to just capture another ring. Or if you're the Sixers and it's just like you've never been able to get to, the Eastern Conference Finals, you want to get a ring with Joel Embiid. This season seems like the season where the East is really open because of the injuries in Boston and the injuries in Indiana. So do you think that like this year that teams fully realize that like, hey, we just have to get into the play-in, and we don't even need to get into the play-off. We don't have to be a play-off team. We could be a play-in team and make a run from there. Or do you think it's just going to be, business as usual and I'm just overthinking it?
Coca, we just covered this on the show. Didn't we just talk about the fact that what the Dodgers did with secreting away their pitchers during the course of the season so they'd all be healthy for the postseason, and now they are a juggernaut of starting pitching that are going to win a World Series, and they did not have home field advantage? Didn't we just do? They literally were the worst record division winners. So they had to play a wild card round. Didn't we just do a segment that home field advantage has somehow disappeared from all of the sports? So doesn't it make perfect sense that basketball teams would do what the Dodgers are trying to do? Doesn't it make perfect sense that basketball teams will say, sorry, Adam Silver, I don't care about the regular season, whether I win 65 games, 60 games, or 55 games. I'm going to make sure that my guys are available for the second season. Because it's not like baseball where you got to get pitchers healthy for 25 to 28 days and win a World Series. NBA playoffs goes 2 months. So if you know that you've got players who you need to make sure they're fresh because they're a little older, you can bet that they're going to play fewer and fewer regular season games, no matter what Adam Silver says, no matter what the CBA says. So I think everything has combined here, Coca, to make the regular season, which is a nightmare, except for the fact that the NBA just finished all its media deals. And there's nothing anyone can do.
The books are sort of on my side here. When you look at DraftKings and you look at the total for the Sixers this year, their total is 42.5 wins, which would put them at 42-40 or 43-39.
But that would be around a 6 seed.
But when you look at the odds to win the Eastern Conference, that's where they are too, where they're fifth. They have the fifth best odds to win the Eastern Conference. So even there, they're saying like, hey, this is going to be a team that could just coast through the regular season, get into the playoffs, and then maybe make a run. Which makes it tough for the viewers and tough for fans, because load management has become this big thing. And that brings us back to that conversation we had about, devaluing the regular season with an expanded playoff, where it seems like basketball is sort of in danger of that happening because of load management, because players can take off, a month of the regular season, to keep their body healthy. Who cares about MVPs? Embiid has already won his MVP. So it's just like,
but Coca, just think if you're the sixth seed with the sixth highest chance of winning the conference, then isn't that totally consistent? Like, are the books taken into account? Explain to me how DraftKings works. If Philadelphia is the fifth best odds to win the Eastern Conference, that means that people believe they're the fifth best team in the conference. Would it not then follow that they'd be the number 5 seed? Would it not then follow they'd win around 43 to 45 games in a shitty conference? And that is how. So isn't it all bleep? Oh, sorry. Oy vey. Isn't that all totally related?
Well, the Bucks are they have the Bucks as the 7th best odds to win the Eastern Conference, and they have their total set at 43.5. So it's just like,
okay,
it's
all a bunch of mediocrity.
Yeah, well, yes, but it's also saying that like that could be a thing that happens, right? Where you try and rest Giannis a little more during the regular season because there's no other sort of like star player there with him, so you want to get him right for the playoffs because, like I said, you could make that run. Whereas you have the teams like the Magic, where it's like the Magic, this could be their season, where they have Paolo Banchero as their top player, but is he sort of in the same caliber as the Embiids or the Giannis's or the LeBrons? Maybe this season he takes a step up and he could be at that level, but they have sort of like more of a complete team to do things like that. So I think that the devaluing of the regular season is there because the play-in tournament allows teams to do this. It's allowing teams to rest
It's
their
risky.
players throughout the regular season because it's just saying like, hey, if we have these players who are signed to these mega deals and they don't need that, first team or second team or third team all NBA to get the super max because they're already making super max money, then to me the devalue is there.
But if you're a 9-10 seed, it's very risky for the play-in tournament because you lose one game, you're out. 7-8, you have to lose two to be out. But I would say that you're saying something to me that I think about a lot.